Hi. I miss you, my yoga students. It's really been a while, and this is primarily for you, my current and former yoga students spread out all over the world. And feel free to share this. If anyone who has not done yoga with me is watching this, I don't know you, so I trust that you will listen to your body and you'll start where you are, you'll use what you have, and you'll do what you can. So what I wanted to bring to today's practice is a focus on the breath. We always focus on the breath in yoga. Yoga is a breath-centered practice. But particularly during this current global pandemic, where people are struggling to breathe for themselves, I wanted to dedicate today's practice to them and also to all of those medical personnel who have to go to work and work really long hours with face masks. I know when I take my daily power walk and I wear a face mask, as we're required to, it's really, really hard. And going up a hill is almost impossible for me with a face mask. And when I come home and I take it off, just that breathing, which we can take for granted, just normal breathing, everyday air, as we do 15,000 times a day on average, we can take for granted. So I'm really going to put a strong focus, more than usual today, on the breath. And we'll just come to a balanced, restful position. You can be sitting cross-legged. You can also be lying down. I'm sitting on a block. You can sit on some travel books. It's about the most use they're going to get right now. One or two blocks, 2 or 3 lonely planets, as you wish. And you are invited to close your eyes if that's right for you. And bring your awareness to your sitting bones, balanced on top of them. You might want to rock back and forth or side to side just to see where they are and what does that mean to be on top of them. And once you find that, stilling the movement, bringing awareness to the contact points of the legs and feet with the earth. And bringing awareness to that point in the spine around waist level, from where energy moves in 2 directions. And from that point down, letting go. And notice your breath. Perhaps as you let go of any holding in your spine, you might notice some ease. Allowing the rib cage and the upper belly to just do what it naturally does without getting in its way. And now I invite you to try a breathing pattern. Just open your eyes to have a look for the introduction. Sending the breath down to the lower ribs and then down through the navel, all the way down to the pelvic floor on the in-breath and on the out-breath, exhaling. And we'll start with a count of 2 in-breaths, holding for 2 seconds, and then out breath for 2 counts, and then holding the breath out for 2 seconds. And then when you're comfortable with this, adding another 1 or 2 counts, always keeping 2 counts at the top of the in-breath and at the bottom of the out-breath. So starting at 2, 2, 2, 2, then going to maybe 4 in, 2 at the top, 4 out, 2 at the bottom, maybe 6 in, 2 at the top, 6 out, 2 at the bottom. And just see, without striving, without any competition, you're not competing with anyone, not even with yourself. You're just watching the breath, observing the breath. The important thing is that it's a comfortable breath. So resting your hands wherever is comfortable for you. I'm not going to count for you. I really want you to do this for yourself, and I am wearing a microphone, but I'm going to switch it off here so that and when you've reached your comfortable maximum, then reducing the in-breaths slightly each time. And coming closer and closer back to your normal breath. Might be a bit deeper, your new normal. Just observing, just watching. And inhale. As you exhale, lowering your right ear to your right shoulder, your chin down towards your chest, left ear to left shoulder, and head back up through neutral. Exhaling on the down. Inhaling as you bring your head back up. Harmonizing the breath with the movement. And reversing the direction. Your movement is as long as your breath. Your breath is as long as your movement. Which initiates which? Just watching. And staying in the center when you get there. Opening your eyes. Removing whatever layers you wish to remove right now. Moving the block out of the way, or books if you were using anything for support. And coming to stand at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Lifting the toes and spreading them open. Spreading them wide. Lowering the big toe, sending the pinky toe far away. And then lowering all the toes. Feeling the arches of both feet lifting slightly. And feel how that reverberates in your pelvic floor, just as wakeful support in the standing posture. Observe your breath here. And we'll do some sun salutations. Inhale. And exhale. Before we get into them, just breathing first. Really connecting to the length of the movement, matching the length of the breath. So if you're not where I am, please stay where you are. Rooting the feet down to feel the arms floating up on the in-breath. Now on the exhale, folding forward from the crease in your hips, not from your waist. And breathing here for a moment. Allowing the lower ribs to rest on the thighs. Bending your knees as much as you need to.
Feel your breath here. Now as you've closed your upper belly, observing the breath in your back body. It too can change shape with your breath. Inhale, partway up. Exhale, palms on the mat, right foot back. Inhale, left foot back, holding in plank for a couple of breaths. If you need to lower your knees to the floor, please go ahead. Everyone lowering knees. Inhale. Exhaling, bending the elbows slightly and curling the toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat to come into upward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, knees on the mat, taking your palms slightly back, coming into downward dog. And pedaling your feet out, one at a time, allowing your hips to move side to side. Playful dog. Both heels lifted, palms pressing down and forward to take your hips back, and then just allowing the heels to release. They don't have to touch the mat. Just feeling heavy. Breathing into the back body. Inhale, take your right foot forward or walk forward. Exhale, left foot. Rooting the feet down, keeping your knees soft. Inhale with a long spine. And exhale, palms to your heart center. And again, feet root down. Arms float up with your breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, right back. Exhale, knees, elbows bent, and curl the toes. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, curling the toes, hands move back slightly, downward dog. Breathing. Find your breath in your downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right hip width apart. Root down to rise up on the in-breath. Exhale. And again, focus your awareness on your breath. Full breaths, appreciating the life force of each breath. Right back. Inhale, left. Exhale, keeping your elbows close to your ribs. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing here. Right forward, left, root down to rise up, palms to your heart. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Long spine. Left foot back. Right. Exhale, knees. Pelvic floor lifted.
Exhale. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right. Root down to rise up. And exhale, pausing here. Finding the four corners of the soles of each foot connected to the earth. Arches of the feet lifted slightly, active. To feel that connection, the energy of the earth reaching your pelvic floor to support you. Not holding it tightly, just wakefulness. Back of the neck long. Observe your breath. 3D breath. Your front body, your sides, your back body. Inhale. Exhale, knees bent. Inhale, take your hips back, coming into chair. Breathe. Focus on your feet rooting into the earth. Observing if your mind is going into a story or a question about the future. How long is she going to hold us here? Just being with this breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, left. Exhale, knees. Upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot up and back. Exhale, right foot forward. Left heel down. Lining up the right heel with the mid-arch of the back foot. Inhaling, windmilling your left arm up and around. Coming into warrior two. Finding your stability and ease. Not collapsing into the pose, pressing your feet down into the earth as though you were going to straighten your legs and come up. Keep them connected. Front knee opens outwards. Softly gazing past the middle finger of your front hand. Breathing. Right palm up, inhale. Exhale into reverse warrior. Breathe here. Inhale, reach. Keeping the right side of your waist and ribs long, not collapsing. Reaching. Slightly lift your right elbow off your right thigh. See what's working, what's supporting you. And then just rest it gently without leaning into it. Inhale, straightening your front leg. Exhale, rooting your front foot down to take your pelvis back behind you. Once again, the bottom part of your torso is long. Exhale, wherever you are, feel free to be higher up, not a competition. Your breath will teach you how low to go. Can you take long, deep breaths here, wherever here is for you? If not, back off. Looking down, left hand on your sacrum, shifting your weight forward. Feel free to use a block if you need it, and it's placing it diagonally to your pinky toe of your front foot. If you need it, lifting your back foot, coming into half moon. Observe your breath here. Feel free to glance down or to the wall in front of you. Turning towards the mat, left foot down. Coming up slightly, placing your left hand on the outside of your right leg, squaring your pelvis, lifting up your pelvic floor, opening your chest and lifting your right arm wherever feels right for you. Pelvic floor lifted. Inhale, arms parallel to the mat. Exhale, pelvic floor lifted. Inhale up. Exhale, bending your right knee. Warrior one. Your palms don't need to touch. Listen to your breath. Observe your breath. Maybe it's better for you to be here or here. No competition. You're alone in your body with your practice and your breath. Your feet bring the energy of the earth towards the midline of your body. Palms together at your heart center. Shifting your weight to your front foot. Coming into warrior three. Squaring your hips parallel to the earth. Back of the neck long. Breathe. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, placing your left foot back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, low lunge. It's a high lunge, but we're going lower. Inhale. Exhale, arms circle around. Feel them moving through space with your breath. Thumb hooks on your hip joint. Moving your right pelvis back to line up with the left. Left palm faces up. Shifting forward to come into a twist. Feel free to put your back knee on the mat if you need. Left palm on the mat, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, left foot forward. Right heel down once again, lining up the left heel with the mid-arch of the right foot. Inhale, windmilling your right arm up and around. Warrior two. Left knee is bent and opened outwards. Not collapsing into the posture. Rooting your feet down into the earth. Feel as though your arms are extending from your heart center rather than from your shoulder joints. Breathe. Left palm up, inhale. Exhale into reverse warrior. Neck supported. Inhale, lengthen the left side. Keep it lengthened as you come into side angle. Just slightly lift your left elbow off your thigh to feel the support from your legs and your pelvic floor. And then gently rest it back down. Inhale, straightening your left leg. Exhale, take a few breaths. Don't be in a hurry. Just observe what your breath is allowing you to do in your body. Once again, opening your arms out from your heart center. Active feet, both right and left, active. Back of the right palm on your sacrum, looking down in front of you. Again, feel free to use your block if you need it. Shifting the weight forward, coming into half moon. Gazing wherever it's right for you. Turning to face down, right foot back, squaring the hips, placing the right hand on the outside of your left leg. Both hips face front, lifting the left arm to wherever is right for you. Shoulders open, breath, feet active. Pelvic floor lifted. Inhale, arms parallel to the mat. Exhale, pelvic floor lifted. Inhale up. And exhale, bending your front knee. Warrior one. Once again, not collapsing into the pose, or try it actually for a second, just to observe your breath in a collapsed pose. Now, use your feet to root into the earth. Now observe your breath. Breathing into your back body as well. Inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart center, shifting your weight forward. Long neck. Coming into warrior three. Pelvis is parallel to the earth. Breathing. You You can stay here if this is your place where you find long, deep breaths. That's all that's important here. That's your key to how deep you go into the pose. Pelvic floor lifted. Coming up. Right foot far back. Inhale, arms up. In a low high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, arms around. Left hip, left thumb hooks into your left hip crease. Right palm up. Palms one on top of the other. Again, feel free to place your back knee on the mat. Back of the neck long. Breathing. Right palm down. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right forward. Exhale, left. Bending your knees, coming into skier's pose. Back of the neck long, pelvic floor lifted, navel drawn in and up. Feet root down, lifting the arms up with energy, breath. Inhale. Exhale. And just pause for a moment with your breath, with your mountain, with the sensations in your body. Focusing your gaze on an unmoving object in front of you. Shift your weight to your right foot. Bending your right knee. Doesn't matter where you are with your left foot, even with your toe on the mat. Just turning your knee out wherever you are, wherever is right for you. And rooting your right foot down to straighten your right leg, bringing your palms to your heart center, breathing. You're not sinking into your right hip. You're rooting your right foot down into the mat and observing your breath. If it's right for you, lifting your arms, maybe opening them, closing them. Just see what's right for your breath right now. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to fall out of the pose. Not a problem, just start again, slowly, with your breath. And release your arms, release your legs. Coming back into mountain. We always want to move from a stable place. Shifting your weight to your left leg. Again, not sinking into your hip. Be where you are. Doesn't matter. Bending your left knee, placing your right wherever is right for you. palms to your heart center. And then as you root your left foot down into the earth, your left leg straightens. Come to your 3D breath. If it feels right for you to lift your arms, be with your breath. Does your balance calm your breath and your mind? Does your breath calm your mind and your balance? Or does your mind calm your breath and your balance? I don't know. Check it out. Be with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come back into mountain. Feeling grounded. Your body is grounded. Your breath is grounding. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, left back to plank. Pelvic floor lifted. Navel lifted in and up. And you're not here. You're not here. If this is challenging, put your knees down. Doing whatever is right for you. Breath. And place your knees down. Inhale. Exhale, elbows bend slightly. And inhale up. Exhale. You're not collapsing in your shoulders. You're pressing your palms into the mat to stay wide across your shoulders. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Feel free to place a block on the mat or your head on the mat. Arms can be forward or by your sides. Feel free to open your knees wider if you feel that this is restricting your breath. Or see if you have your back body available for your breath. Inhale up. Feel free to sit on a block if that's right for you. I'll face you for this. You can stay where you are. Or you can put a blanket between your thighs and your calves if you need to. Releasing down from that point in your spine around waist level. Just finding stability and ease with your breath. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bending at the elbow. Checking that you're not overarching your back. It doesn't matter where your arm is. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, spiral your arm to come behind it. Doesn't matter if it reaches or not. Breathing. Back of the neck long. Inhale, releasing. Exhaling, settling. Observing with your breath. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bending at the elbow. Inhale, right arm out. Rotating your arm from your shoulder joint. Coming back. And it's a different pose because it's a different moment. So notice if you're going into comparison with the other side or judgment. And just be with where you are and your breath. Inhale, release. Exhale and settle. Be with your breath in stability and ease. Staying where you are, I'm just turning back to the sides. Just take your hands forward slightly, curl your toes under, and sitting back. So stretch for your toes. And just notice what your mind does, what your breath does. Come out of it whenever you need to. This is your practice. But it is helpful to find challenges and to see if and how your breath can stabilize you in a physical challenge. Because that will always give you a tool. It's always with you. We just need to tap into it and focus on it. And coming onto all fours. Taking your knees slightly further back. Your shoulders above your wrists. Inhale. Exhale, keeping your elbows close to your ribs. Bringing your heart between your hands. Stretching out your feet. Forehead to the mat. Bring your palms forward so that the tips of your fingers are in line with the top of your head. Lengthening your legs far away from your torso. Rooting your thighs and the tops of your feet down into the mat. Pelvic floor is lifted up into your body as you inhale to come into Sphinx posture. Once again, you're not collapsing here. Palms and forearms and elbows. Press your body to lift you up, opening your collarbones. Pelvic floor is lifted. Navel lifted in and up, and legs reaching far away from your core. Breathing. Very active legs. Inhale. Exhale, coming down with a long spine. Forehead once again on the mat. Moving your palms to the sides of your neck. Elbows touch your ribs. And slightly lifting your palms where they are, a centimeter off the mat. Body engaged, legs active, pelvic floor lifted. Inhale, lifting. And exhale down, pelvic floor lifted deep into your body, navel in and up. Inhale. Exhale. Now place your palms down. Inhale up into cobra. And breathing here, not pushing yourself beyond where your breath tells you is right for you. Pelvic floor lifted deeply. Inhale. Exhale down, one vertebra at a time, reaching, lengthening. Moving your palms slightly down onto your shoulders, if that's right for you. And lifting them 1 centimeter up off the mat. Legs and feet engaged, pelvic floor lifted. Inhale up. Exhale down with a long spine. Inhale. Exhale, palms on the mat. Inhale, active legs. Lifting up into cobra. It can be a baby cobra. Wherever you can breathe. Inhale. Exhale with a long spine, long spine, long spine. Noticing each vertebrae, even though they're in your back body. Moving your palms in line with your breasts, pushing up and back into child's pose. Counter posture for the back bend. Letting go. Coming up. Because we haven't practiced together in a while, we're not going to do an inversion today. If you've been on mindful tours with us, you have one of these. It's probably the best use of a luggage strap you're going to get, but I'm sure you can find something at home that is not elastic. Putting it around your right leg, right foot. Taking your left foot into your thigh. Inhale. You're on your sitting bones. Exhale, pelvic floor lifts, navel lifts in and up. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, you can keep your knee bent. Your spine is long. If you're getting to wherever you're going, you can drop the strap. If you're up here, that's fine too. Long spine. breathing into your spine. Inhale up. And exhale, switching feet. Right foot into your thigh. You want to be on top of your sit bones. You don't want to be here. If you are here, then there are two modifications. One is sitting on a blanket to lift you up, and or bending your knee. This might be hard for some people. It's a function of length in the hamstrings. Feel free to keep your knee bent, but do come to being on top of your sitting bones. Inhale. Exhale. Now you want to breathe into this pose, and there's no end place that we get to. Notice your breath and its effect on your spine, maybe on your mind. And feel free to stay with the strap or to place your hands on the mat on either side of your leg, wherever you are. But do keep a long spine and breathe into your spine. Pelvic floor is lifted. Not rounding your body over. Coming up. Both legs forward. Reaching up. And exhale. Arms around. Coming forward on the mat. Sitting up. Inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor lifted, navel in and up, just rocking off your sitting bones. Inhale, back up. Exhale, rocking off. Inhale up. Exhale, rocking off, and continue to keep your pelvis tilted, pelvic floor lifted, breathing, 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 till you come down. Your knees are bent. Find your place. Opening your arms to shoulder level, palms up. Taking your feet to the edges of the mat, back of the neck long. Feel free to use a blanket or a towel under your head if you need it. Inhale. Exhale, dropping both knees to one side. And breathing here. Do you find your breath? Inhale back to the center. Exhale, lowering them to the other side. They don't need to touch the earth. Inhale, knees back to neutral. Lowering your arms, palms still up. Bringing your feet hip width apart. Straightening your right leg. And your left leg. Feel free to cover yourself with your socks, with a blanket. Just allowing your legs to fall apart from one another. Coming into Shavasana. Resting pose. Place one hand on your belly, just at your navel, and the other hand on your chest. And like a seesaw, see if you can breathe into one hand and then breathing into the other. So you're changing your breathing pattern with each in-breath. Just noticing if one is easier for you, if one is harder for you. And releasing both arms to the sides of your body. Palms up. A comfortable distance away from your body. Now imagine that there is a sphere, like a soap bubble that inflates and then releases on your out-breath. A 3D breath. And see if there's tension in your body if you're trying to control this breath too much. And on the next out-breath, allow your body to just release into the earth. As you come to natural breath, whatever that means for you right now. On your next out-breath, release even deeper into the earth. The earth is supporting you. Your jaw is loose. The muscles around your eyes are loose. And your eyeballs release into your sockets, very supported. Your whole face is relaxed as you don't need to put on any face for the world. Just being here with your breath.
And slowly feeling the energy returning to your fingers and your toes and other parts of your body. And bending one knee, then the other. Drawing one knee into your chest and then the other. Doing whatever your body needs you to do right now. Observe your breath. Roll over to the side and pause in the transition. Coming up. Feel free to sit on a support or not. Finding your sitting bones. Finding your stability and ease. Palms to your heart center. Inhale. And on the out breath, sliding your palms forward in a bow of gratitude for your breath, each breath, this breath that is always with you. Coming up. Thank yourselves. Thank you. Stay healthy, and I hope to see you soon.